Once again, welcome back to Netflix Football on another watch along. So, Ukraine versus England to topple off the quarterfinals, the final fixture in progress. Ukraine have been a very pleasing sight to watch on the field with the ball. England still having not conceded a goal at this moment of time. I don't know how, but they've managed it. Sancho starts is the news for me, like right after he completed his move. There were terms that the move was weighing him down a bit. Hardik says, let's go England. So England fans are already in the chat. But then again, you'd expect this not to be an easy one. Absolutely not to be an easy one. Before we start with the pre-match analysis, quick shout out to tonight's sponsors. It is workmatejob.com. So if you're looking to earn something on the side as well as some few quid over here and there, you can log on to workmatejob.com. Just have to sign up in the link in the description. Just check it out right now, create an account, and you're all set. You can apply for any number of jobs that are available on the portal. Counterwise, if you're a YouTuber like me and want your subs and your watch time to go up a notch, you can post your ads over there as well. Same thing, create an account, sign up, and then you can place your own ads. Trust me, the rates are so much economical. Absolutely love it. Workmatejob.com, sponsors of tonight, to give them a thorough look in. So let's go to, and for those who have not joined in the earlier stream, this is my mate Savya who will be joining me in the second stream for tonight. No, he's not artificially in. He has been drafted into my house for this fixture. Straight off with the bat, how much have Ukraine impressed you?
Ukraine, again, another team. I think this has been a tournament where we've seen quite a few teams who were not fancied at the beginning of this tournament, but they've upped their game, and Ukraine is definitely one of those sides. They've played a good attacking football, which I thought, which I liked, because I thought even if they were a team against most sides, people would fancy them as underdogs to hold the ball, soak up the pressure, not hold the ball so much, counter attack. But Ukraine, I've seen Zinchenko, I've seen Yaremchuk, I've seen Yarmolenko, all of them going attacking, playing attacking football.
Not playing a low block like most of the teams you've seen in the tournament.
Exactly, not playing a low block. They've played expansive football. They're trying to get those goals. They're trying to create opportunities to score goals. So yeah, they've definitely impressed me. This is their toughest challenges, I would say, up until this point. Knockout football, whole different ball game. So it will be interesting to see whether they change their approach even slightly, because let's be honest here, England are definitely the favorites. Most people will agree, I think, with that.
Right.
But even England, I think they have been slightly conservative in their approach till now. People have said that with the attacking talent that Gareth Southgate has at his disposal, people have not been, people have been surprised by how conservative the approach
the selections have been.
Yeah, exactly. But on the flip side, you cannot argue with the results they've got. All wins, all clean sheets. So that's the one thing.
Just a draw in between against Croatia.
Yes. So all wins with the clean sheets. They've got the job done. Against Germany, people thought, they would choke. Even I was one of them that, crucial game. Germans always turn up. So I didn't think England would actually go through.
Germans went up choking themselves.
Absolutely. And England did the job. That's the point. They may not have played the most flashiest football or the most very, tiki-taka or very world-class attacking, but they got a couple of goals. They got the job done. So let's see. I think Gareth Southgate will definitely, not alter his approach too much. Doesn't matter what the opposition is. He'll still be, he'll be putting that defensive solidarity, and while trying to hit the team with the attacking football, maybe get a couple of goals and keep that clean sheet too. That would be a very good achievement.
Absolutely. The fact is that let's see the lineups first, since all of you are waiting for the lineups. We'll be having it in a bit. I'll start off with the Ukrainian lineup, as you can see. So Andrei Shevchenko's men has lined up something like this: Bushin on goal, Zabrinil, Kizitov, Mykolenko in the defense, Karavayev, Sidrochuk, Shaparenko, Zinchenko, and Mykolenko returns in midfield. Up top, it's Yarmolenko and Yaremchuk. You'll expect Zinchenko to be playing in the hole, particularly the Man City midfielder Zinchenko. How much versatile have you seen him play in this tournament? Left back, left wing back, left wing, and now tonight probably he'll be pushing up right behind the strikers. one of
Yeah.
the main cogs in Shevchenko's wheel for this Ukrainian side.
Absolutely, and I think his versatility has actually been enhanced by him playing in Manchester City, because Guardiola has used him in multiple positions while
Right.
playing that. So that will, I think, help Shevchenko to integrate him into the team, because in a similar way he's been playing different positions, but he's doing well. It's not like he's caught out in any position. Maybe, yeah, people will say that maybe he's not doing his defensive work as much as he should, but he's not playing as a proper left defensive minded player. He's
Right.
been given the freedom to move forward, to go up, create those defensive attacking chances.
Right.
So, and he's doing that very well. He's got a goal and an assist in the last match. So yeah, he's taking on those responsibilities very well.
Right, if you're all wondering, I made a thread on Twitter how Ukraine would like to attack. I'll link that in the description. I'll ask, Ukraine, they play through triangles, right? We saw them how much they love overlapping, they love causing overloads. Do you think, especially with Yarmolenko against Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire, we've always seen him being popped out on the left or on the right, hugging the touchline and coming in field? Would that be a problem for Luke Shaw and Harry with the Manchester United duo dealing with Yarmolenko, who's been the best player in the Ukrainian ranks?
So Luke Shaw likes to go forward at any opportunities he gets, right?
Right.
So he's very attack minded, obviously, but he does not ignore his defensive duties. He's got tackles, he's got interceptions. So it's not like he's ignoring one part of his game to
Right.
focus on the other. So, and obviously, teaming up with his partner from United, Harry Maguire. So there's got to be a very good understanding between those two. And I'm sure they've done their homework on Zinchenko. And I think they'll try their best. And even, with the two defensive midfielders they've got in Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, they'll obviously have some sort of game plan to maybe, mark him out of the game. Or maybe not allow him so much freedom and space on that side or whatever positions he's played. Now one might think that maybe if he does not get as much as freedom, maybe if he starts on the left and he does not get that much freedom in the first opening 10-15 minutes, he might be tempted to switch positions to
Right.
see whether he gets some better
Wherever the
opportunities.
space is.
Exactly.
Absolutely. We'll have a look at the England lineup right now. So Gareth Southgate's men have lined up something like this. So as you can see, just a second, I'm having a bit of a glitch. I don't know what's happening. Technical faults. Yep. Now we're done. Jordan Pickford starts on goal. Kyle Walker-Jones, Stones, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw. In defense, Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice in the heart of midfield. Jadon Sancho surprisingly drops Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden to the bench, not having started or getting very few minutes in the tournament. Right after his Manchester United move, gets the nod to start in the right wing. But Mason Mount, the Champions League winner, starts alongside Raheem Sterling in the forward line with Captain Kane up top. Exciting. Before you say exciting England forward, Grealish has been their best player. How does he figure in this lineup, and why doesn't he start over Mason Mount or Raheem Sterling?
I thought that he would start. Grealish definitely has been their place. He takes this, he's got that very good ability of taking
Just
the
a second,
ball.
I'll read the comments. Draw against Scotland. Harsh, thanks for mentioning they're not Croatia. KDB ladka aaj kuch nahi karna means Zinchenko. To the players in yellow card, I think Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Phil Foden and Harry Maguire are the 4 players on yellow card at the moment. So anyone, if they receive a yellow card, they're out of the semis. Yeah, go on with the England lineup.
So,
Grealish.
yeah, I thought that he would start because, as I said, Grealish has got that really good ability, which I see in the England team. He's the best at picking out those spaces in between defensive lines, and he can dribble with the ball in very small spaces.
Yeah, tracks fouls so
Absolutely.
much.
Whenever he's on the ball, he's trying to make something happen. He gets those defenders drawn in, which inevitably leaves other players to get the space to run in behind. Whether that, I'm not sure, but maybe Southgate wants him as a super sub. Maybe if he sees that,
when the players are tired, they
maybe
more often foul them inside the box, but Grealish loves to take
absolutely.
possession.
And maybe, if they're not being able to break the deadlock at maybe at a 60 minute or a 70 minute, he gives Grealish that freedom to get on against the tight legs, go at them, have them get that foul, maybe to free kick, maybe for a penalty. So it's definitely a case of, I think, a super sub in this case. Sancho's inclusion, I'm not, it's a bit surprising considering
Talking
that.
about Sanchez, that since you brought up the topic, 73 million pound switch from Borussia Dortmund to Man United, has played in Kolkata in the England Under-17 World Cup. It's been an absolute star over there. The fact that he has had 30 plus goals and assists in the last 3 seasons. Was Gareth Southgate actually waiting because the player was in conundrum that his move would be completed or not, something like that? Because Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden both have started, both have played well to their extents. Suddenly, why the Sancho decision?
This could be,
The morale boost that he got after the transfer?
it could be a variety of reasons. One, as you mentioned, the transfer saga, which was dragging on and on and
Playing
on.
on his mind a lot.
Absolutely. It
Having
has to be going
missed
through
out
his mind.
on last season.
Absolutely has to be going through his mind. So
Right.
maybe Southgate didn't want him to play maybe while he was even a 1%, that distraction that is in
Right.
his mind. So now that the transfer is all done, so he has that freedom. Secondly, I think there might be a case of managing the player, managing the expectations. He's been phenomenal
He
for
can
Dortmund.
play with an open mind.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal for Dortmund for the last 2-3 seasons. But playing for the national team, there's always pressure, especially for England. So at this point of time, maybe to protect him a bit because there could be times he doesn't get us chance, he doesn't play that well, and suddenly you'll see hordes of people on his back telling him, oh, he's overrated, or see, he got the chance, he couldn't do anything.
Right.
That would definitely affect his morale. So it could be a case of Gareth Southgate just managing that player, maybe
Right.
give him that opportunity at a point when he's getting that time, he's getting that
The proper space to unleash his
exactly.
weapons.
Absolutely.
It's great, man. Somadeep, thanks for joining. It says it is coming home. Kwan disagrees. It's not. But the way that England have played, especially, you see, I was seeing a chart somewhere that England's main attacking output comes from below the halfway line on the left side, where especially Luke Shaw likes to develop his gameplay. Now, Luke Shaw, with that horrific injury and with all the potential that he signed as a Man United player, has gone down the ranks with his injury inconsistency, especially with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer having come on in. He has been absolutely one of the best left backs in the Premier League. He has been the best left back in the Premier League. Miles down. Hands down. 77 chances created. Lionel Messi has created 83 in the league. Luke Shaw has created 77. Out of that, is he, at the moment, the best left back for you, both defensively and offensively?
I would say, yeah, at this point, considering this all-around game, he's been phenomenal. Absolutely, as you said, I'm no Manchester United fan, as you know, but yeah, he's absolutely upped his game to the level that I think United fans expected of him when he arrived initially. There were injuries, there were fitness issues. People said that maybe it was a case of potential that not being fulfilled. But, people forget he's got time on his side. He's still 27.
25.
He's 25.
turned
He's
25.
25. So he's at starting the prime of his years. So definitely.
How much of credit does Ole get for that? Because he's been hammered by the United fans more than the opposition fans.
I think, this one has absolutely got to be on Ole to encourage a player, to boost his morale when he's at a difficult time, get him into the starting lineup, have faith in him, telling him that maybe, what, I believe in you, I think you have got that potential to go out on the field, you can do it, and I think you will. So that's a massive boost from any coach, any player to have that kind of faith
That the
from
coach
the
is
manager.
behind you.
Absolutely. And I think Southgate recognizes that the same. So he's giving him the same opportunity. Just go out, play your game. No pressure. He's going forward. He's tracking back. There's no neglecting his defensive duties, as you mentioned. He's got and tackles, interceptions, everything. He's right on top of that. I would say he's been much better than any of his England counterparts in the right back, in Kyle Walker or even Reece James. He's been miles better than those guys.
Absolutely. So, but the fact is, we are almost ready for kickoff. Yarmolenko from West Ham faces Harry Kane from Tottenham, to Londoners facing off on each other. Quick predictions before the match, as we see the lovely ladies. Let's see the lovely lady first.
Okay, let's see her first.
Okay, it's still continuing. Some TRP agenda that we have. But lovely
The
lady.
cameraman's got his work spot on there.
Got a few extra bucks for the assist over there. Quick predictions before we start the first half.
I'm going with 1-0 England.
Snooze fest? I've got my pillows again. If anybody's watching, I'll sleep on stream. I don't know about him, I'll sleep on stream. Once again, if you're new to the channel, do hit the like and the subscribe button, of course. Aiming for 25 likes on the stream, 30 if you're an England fan. Also, if you want to support the stream, do contribute to the channel. The numbers are up there. Up until Super Chat arrives, that is your destination. As we wait for the kickoff, both the teams should be looking to take the knee in support for no room to racism. The Ukrainian players doesn't oblige. I don't know why. Thoughts on this, like why are many teams, we'll ask you after the kickoff, why are many teams not actually supporting this no room for racism? And we're underway. The first half is on the way. Ukraine kicking from the left to the right of the screens in their all yellow kit. England with the favored black and white, or black and red, black and blue and white. My goodness, white and blue, whatever. Whenever England are on the ball, I lose my sense of vocabulary. But then again, going back to the previous question, why are a lot of teams not partaking?
You know, Wilfried Zaha actually raised a good point regarding why he was a black player, and there were many people asking why you're not taking the knee. So he says that taking the knee has kind of transformed into more of a stunt than actual having strong thoughts about anti-racism. So I think
just making that a gimmick and doing nothing.
Exactly. So I think players of all teams would be better served actually supporting anti-racism by speaking up when they're seeing something happen from their team or from the opponent's team, doesn't matter from where, rather than just taking a knee on the field and then going home and then doing nothing about it. So it's well within their rights to not take a knee, as long as they they have that thought process of that, we're not taking the knee, but we're definitely against racism of any kind. Absolutely. In field and on society.
Absolutely. And right, Shevchenko there, what a magical turnaround these had. I made a tactical analysis on that. You can find the link linked in the description. This has got a lot of retweets and shares from the Ukrainians, so you can check that out. While Luke Shaw takes the throw in for the English Three Lions. Luke Shaw has been fantastic. He's been managed very well with the injury scares that he's been had, that we always feared that he'd turn into another Phil Jones. But he's been managed very well, especially after Alex Telles arrived. We did not see Alex Telles that feature that much, but still, Luke's game was managed pretty well. Kyle Walker takes the ball out on defense. Who would start for you in England right back if all three were available? Kyle, Trent, or let's forget Kyle Walker is more of a centre back. Trent, AWB, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, or Reece James? Whom for you?
So for me personally, it would be TAA, because I love his attacking football. I know people say that he ignores his defensive duties at Liverpool, but I think he's actually, if you look at his game overall, it's improved by leaps and bounds, not just the attacking part.
He's one of the best. He's the best right back attacking. No questions about
absolutely. But he's also upped his game defensively. He's still 2021, so he's got a lot of time to up that part of his game. I know that overall right now, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is probably the better the first choice would be in this English team, even for Southgate. So yeah, that's the point. But I think Trent has got a lot of time on his hand to improve his defensive position, and I have no doubt whatsoever that in the coming years we'll see him as the undisputed right back number one.
Absolutely. England a baller in the box. Jadon Sancho takes a tumble. Shouts for a penalty there, but already United antists saying that Sancho is auditioning for a penalty. See, Sterling moving up on the right. That's something we did not expect. So Luke Shaw finds Raheem Sterling, who's popped up back on the left now. Raheem Sterling, Luke Shaw making the overlap, uses him as a decoy. Raheem Sterling. Lovely pass to Kane. This could be the first chance, and it is the goal. Harry Kane has scored for England. Told you Harry Kane would be scoring. If anyone would be breaking the deadlock, it is Harry Kane.
Within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes, an early goal, just like following suit from the Denmark game. Thomas Delaney on that, and now Harry Kane has broken the deadlock. Again, Raheem Sterling with a wonderful assist.
What a game.
Captain Kane sets up an exciting watch. See again, Raheem Sterling skipping past his man. Absolutely onside. Defense stopped there. It was so early the defense hadn't gone. And England, credits to them, they've not been snoozy. They've absolutely been on the belt right from minute one.
That was a good pass. I think the Ukrainians were kind of ball watching. Nobody picked up Kane. He was behind the defensive line actually, yet he got so much space to just it wasn't the most cleanest of contacts there, but he just did enough to put that ball in the back of the net. Kane is such a clinical finisher. You cannot afford to give him even a half of a chance, even a whiff of attack. People will say, yeah, he's not had the best Euros so far, but you cannot ignore a player of his caliber who's got consistent goals over the last 5 seasons.
Right.
He will get that one simple chance he'll punish.
Tuck it in.
Absolutely. That's what it is here. And this could be a long, long night for Ukraine right now.
Well, especially with England, the space they have, with Ukraine pushing up. It's going to be a difficult one. Let's see, not put it past them to come back in the match. You see, they're so brave on the ball. Wonderful on the pass. Michaelenko finds Yamanchuk dropping deep. So no proper forwards. Yamanchuk, you can say, is a withdrawal forward, loves to play off the left. Yarmolenko as well loves to operate in those wide or half spaces. His number 10, he's a legend in Dynamo colors. Cult hero over there. Zinchenko gets the ball.
Yep, Zinchenko is again, playing on his left side.
Yamanchuk takes the shot in and it's blocked again.
But he's coming in. He's got that freedom to move around. He's not restricted to one side of the pitch. He's moving around. And definitely any attacking outlet that comes from their team, it has to be from that trio of Yamanchuk, Yarmolenko, and Zinchenko. So they have to attack. They've already goal down. They need to get that goal. The 5-man midfield, which we're seeing here, with if you're including Zinchenko in that midfield, it's a 5-man. So obviously, they'll have more guys to come in through the middle and maybe make up the numbers over there.
Absolutely. So wait and see what happens over there. There is a tumble as we see the lovely ladies on display. That's something I love to commentate on. Definitely, who wouldn't love to commentate on? Harry Maguire cuts off the chance. High press there. Still the ball. And now I think the referee will give a free kick. Very rash from Sterling there. On Karavayev, the more aiding the right wing back. Nasty one that.
Sterling hasn't, didn't have the best of seasons at City. So people were a bit surprised to see him playing consistently, but he's got the goals. So this is the thing, that players, I think, club football is obviously, the most, it's like the most important, the most crucial, and yet,
the free kick is put in, could be a chance over there, but it's stopped.
That playing for the national team in your national colors, it's always a different feeling, and you always give that extra effort when you're playing, when you're representing your country.
Okay, his ball is going back. Again, through the Ukrainian defense. Sidrichuk over there, Karavayev. Having the brief spells of possession right now. Shaparenko now finds Karavayev. Lovely ball that. And Calvin Phillips over there doing the dirty work. Both Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice on yellow cards.
That would be interesting to see.
Yes, what other options do England have in midfield if both of them get yellow carded? They have picked up a lot. So, other of Henderson, who else is there?
Yeah, so there's, as you said, there's not many options to play in that holding defensive-minded role other than Jordan Henderson. Henderson's a classical, he's the type of player, he's the utility guy. You can play him anywhere in the team and probably do that.
But he's not the main central defensive midfielder, is he?
No, he's not. But whenever he's played that position for Liverpool as well. So I think he can do a job if given a chance. But Southgate would absolutely prefer that either of his players do not get carded. So, and especially I think Calvin Phillips, with his range of passing, the way he sprays that ball out wide to the sides, to wide areas.
England regain possession over here. This could be a counter-attack. No, Gareth Southgate decides to take a nap. Luke Shaw on the ball. They moved the ball a lot faster in this match.
Yeah, and maybe one of the complaints that I've thought of this England team is that they take a bit too much time to transition from defense to attack, which gives the opposition time to regroup. So maybe that's something that they could work on in getting that ball faster, quicker to the attacking players, and not give the opposing team that chance to regroup the defense.
Raheem Sterling wins the throw in. Harry Maguire on the ball. Back to John Stones of Man City. Best defenders in this Premier League season that just passed us by. Luke Shaw has been a creative spark down that left flank for the Three Lions. A lot of play has gone through him.
Ukraine's game plan, had to be based a lot on not conceding an early goal. Maybe
that just went right out the window.
Absolutely. Maybe they would have thought to frustrate the team maybe to the second half, and maybe try to get some defensive mistakes from the players, or catching players out of position. But as you said, it went right out of the window with that early goal, and now they don't have any other options than to keep that balance between attack and defense.
Interesting to see Declan Rice popping back to form a 3 with Calvin Phillips and Mason Mount dropping deep. So is it transition with respect to Razdan Yarmolenko on the ball, face to face with Harry Maguire, gets the ball in play, but interception there from Calvin Phillips, clears it out. They regain possession as well. Sidriocek find Krzysztof over wide to Michaelenko, but bit too much on the pass. Number 16, more raiding fullback Harry Kane, getting the second goal in his 5th match for the Three Lions.
Absolutely. You would have, his performances have been underwhelming, but he got the goal, as I said. Quality
Sterling with an assist as well. Like, we always put him off. He's got all the goals. He's got 3 goals. He's got an assist tonight. Probably another assist somewhere down the line. So, with all the bashing that's been going on, they had a pretty decent, more than decent campaign, don't you think?
Yeah, he's been their most effective player in attack. And he's, we often accuse him of, being the guy that that needs a lot of chances to score one, because he misses a lot and his efficiency is maybe not that good. But in this case, he's got those chances and he's actually tucked them away. So you can't fault him for that. He's been impeccable as of now.
Absolutely. England win the possession. Kyle Walker intercepting. This could be a chance. Harry Kane makes his way into the box, but lovely defending there from Michaelenko. Kyle Walker is probably a speedboat on nitro at times. He glides past the pitch definitely at ease. 31-year-old now, but not having gone down any speck in his pace statistics. John Stones on the ball. Finds Maguire. Luke Shaw now.
I would ask you that, in this England team, who have been very, very impressive so far, would you say that there are any obvious weaknesses in the team that, oppositions could target?
England sometimes get their head out of the game. They're very lazy, recognizing danger. Harry Maguire has come on in and stopped all those balls being played over the top that Tyrone Mings was letting them go through. But England have frustrated opponents a lot more than creative spark, which we are actually seeing the creativity tonight. But let's hope that because this England side is filled with creativity. I don't think this is their best lineup, but at the moment, if it's doing the job, it's doing the job.
Right.
At the moment, John Stones on the ball. Seeks out the run Mason Mount, Jadon Sancho over there in combination. Harry Maguire steps out of defense, finds Luke Shaw. Spell of possession now. Declan Rice popping up in between the defenders. Again, the ball played over the top. Jordan Pickford wants to get a kickabout. Yarmolenko was over there trying to thread through that pass, but nothing doing for the moment. Ball played off of Mason Mount. Jadon Sancho takes the quick throw in. Freshly minted Manchester United player for a hefty fee. The longest, one of the longest transfer sagas. And what was that? Raheem Sterling could not keep it in. John Stones absolutely make a hash of that pass. Shaparenko there, the playmaker extreme. "15 minutes gone. Right now, it's the Ukrainians have come on into the game.
Yeah, I think, England are happy to concede a bit of possession to the Ukrainians as long as, they don't create any chances of note. And to be fair, they haven't till this point of the game.
Remain solid at the back, hit them on the counter
Absolutely.
with the space that they leave behind. We saw that against Austria. You stretch, that's why you see the fullbacks and the wingers both stretching. So they take out the two men and there are gaps, the likes of Harry Kane. But this could be trouble. As Miranchuk with the ball, takes the shot in. Jordan Pickford with the save down to his left.
That's, a similar type of save that he made against Timo Werner in the previous round. It was a similar position on the left-hand side.
Again, that is where England's problem is. They are sometimes very, very lazy on their passes. They lose concentration a lot. There was an easy pass over there that Kyle Walker misplaced. And for that, it's a set-piece chance from a corner. Have not been very dangerous, but let's see how that goes. Chance comes in. England defending in numbers. So if as things stand, let's wait for the attack to popple. Michaelenko now finds Sidruchuk deep from midfield. Karavayev back to Zabrinil. Semi-finals in the 2018 World Cup, back-to-back in repeating it in the 2020 the Euro this edition. Gareth Southgate, has he succeeded? Probably, can you call this a success?
Well, I think till this point, he's, with the type of players, with the quality of players he's got in his arsenal, that getting to the semi-finals would be a minimum for him, I guess, because let's be honest, whenever England take the pitch, they're expected to win, especially with the team they've got.
With the hype of the Premier League as well.
Absolutely. There's a lot of hype from the media, from the sporting, from the football community there. So just getting to the semi-final would be a good step, but they'll probably be looking to get into the final and even win it, because for them success, that is, they're looking to get to that final position, which has been
is their par
eluding them right.
Right now, it's a spell of possession for the Ukrainians. You'll have the stats at the moment. So this is how things stand between the Ukrainians and the English. 3 shots, 1 on target. England surprisingly having 52% of possession. Similar number of passes. Passing accuracy similar as well. Sidruchuk cuts out the chance, reaching Raheem Sterling. The player is now injured over there. The ball is played out sportingly. Once again, if you're here in the stream for the first time, do hit the like and that subscribe button. Also, if you want to support us, you can support us by donating to the stream. The numbers are up there. Any smile for the curse or the love of England, whatever you might want to call it, would be absolutely belting. Hoping for 20 likes on the stream as always. So do hit that like button once you're here. Bit of an injury scare over there. Michaelenko. And Shevchenko in slow motion. We have seen so many times his celebration on that iconic AC Milan career. Cameraman knows where to point. He's a human being after all. He knows good from the bad. His taste is nice, that we can safely assume. All the banter's in the house. Need Kane to score one more. He's my captain in fantasy. My goodness, Rick is here. Do hit the like button, aiming for 10 likes on the stream. As England give the ball back to the goalkeeper Bushin, who's been very, very well disciplined and very well organizing his defense. Ukraine team as a whole has been very eye-pleasing to watch, both defensively and offensively. But the early goal that just went in just kills all their game plan. Luke Shaw jostling for possession, keeps the ball in play. Raheem Sterling still has possession miraculously and goes down on a keypad moment. The bum attack did not work. Yaya today, I don't know how he said that. He said that Eden Hazard and Raheem Sterling, the players with big bums, actually going to use it to shield. And my goodness, I think they were on substances or on the way to Netherlands. Pick up substances to make statements, professional statements like that. Then again, it's a mystery what goes on behind the scenes. Luke Shaw on the ball. Harry Maguire passes it out wide to the Man City fullback Kyle Walker, who's deputized at centre back as well. Jadon Sancho. Lovely pass, lovely touch of play. Jadon Sancho finds Raheem Sterling. This could be a chance. Luke Shaw on the overlap. Finds him, Luke Shaw. But no one making the dart in behind.
See, once again, it was patient build up from England. We thought they had maybe toned down attacking, but they were just looking for the right opportunity and
perfect pass.
Absolute, just a few passes and they've pushed into the attacking area like that.
Shaw has been pretty good. Shaw has been excellent. The best left back for me at the moment, Luke Shaw. Raheem Sterling keeping his side on to play. That's where the problem is for England. Likes of the dribblers take hold of the ball way too much for their liking. From what you've seen, how good or how bad or how mediocre has been Jadon Sancho in the opening 20 odd minutes?
I think so far, this is his first starting in this game. So I think he would take it a bit cautious. He would be playing, it's a pressure obviously to start for your country in such a major tournament. And so far he's trying to make things happen. He's getting the ball. He's always looking for a forward pass. It's not a sideways or a back pass. So I think he's been doing okay. Let's see how it goes.
Absolutely. Once again, do hit the like on the stream. Expecting 25 likes plus 5 if you're an England fan. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Just hit the smash that subscribe button. Also, you can donate to the channel. Send in your contributions. Would mean absolutely a lot to me to support the content creators that have been going on. Right now, Ukraine trying to force the counter, but England there again defensively resolute as Jordan Pickford slams one outside right up defense line. Declan Rice giving his side the time and the poise as Harry Maguire collects the ball off of Jordan Pickford. England looking a bit relaxed now. The early flurry of chances having been gone. Trying to control the tempo of the game.
Yep, and they're doing just that. They have the ball. They're not allowing the Ukrainians to build any sort of momentum, and that it's very difficult. When you do not have the ball, to gain any sort of attacking impetus, and Ukrainians will get frustrated at some point, and that will definitely lead to mistakes.
John Stones finds Kyle Walker. Pass out to Mason Mount. Jadon Sancho now. Look to impress for his new supporters. We've been supporting him since last year or so. Jadon Sancho on the ball. Link-up play has been fabulous. Luke Shaw now. Calvin Phillips. Luke Shaw. Can we reach 10 likes on the stream before halftime, folks? Would be pretty amazing. England racking up the possession statistics at the moment. Nothing to show for other than that. Mason Mount. Audi ball over there to Jadon Sancho, could not control it, and it's out for a throw-in. Luke Shaw now. Plays it out wide. Jadon Sancho manages to keep that one in. Seen a lot of historic nights at Roma. Let's hope this is one to remember for either one. Hoping for an exciting match as a neutral. England get the free kick. Luke Shaw on the taking throw in. Raheem Sterling. Space to maneuver, takes in the shot. It's blocked. Ukraine have a chance to counter over here, but Harry Maguire and Jordan Pickford came very calmly there, didn't they?
Yeah. That was a rare mistake, where they misplaced the ball and Ukrainians almost took advantage. Just a slight, the pass was not the right weight on the pass to get it to a teammate.
Jadon Sancho over there, just popping up. England fans not in whole agreement.
Even after the replay shows that he was clearly miles offside. But that's expected.
Can Ukrainians trying to play themselves into trouble with their first pressing? Can Raheem Sterling get hold of proceedings? Face to face with Karavayev. Luke Shaw strives out of defense. Raheem Sterling goes down and gets the free kick.
Ukrainians not really happy with that decision.
Interesting stat here. Harry Kane has scored 37 goals for club and country since the beginning of the 2021 season. Immense figures.
I think at this point it's just normal for Harry Kane because he's been doing it so consistently for so many years.
Arsenal youth product hurts, doesn't it?
Absolutely it hurts, but there's always one that gets away.
Absolutely. So Luke Shaw in set piece duty. The ball is whipped in, chance.
That was a beautiful cross. And
England has been so good defensively on this tournament. Barca fan base know about one such night. Agree, defense of England is quite underrated. Mistimed header by Harry. We've seen a lot of that as United fans. He gets in those positions, just cannot keep them down. Probably need some spring-loaded boots to help them get over the ball. Slam dunk. So Ukraine with the spell of possession, they have not sat back at any way, and right now they need to attack as well. England sitting back for the moment with the positional press. Curl was superb by Luke Shaw. Guys, I'll ask you in the comments, who is the best left back in the world at the moment? A lot of Spanish fans saying it's Jordi Alba. Manchester United fan, obviously. I think there's nobody better than Luke Shaw. There is nobody better than Luke Shaw at this moment. Hands down. Shaparenko over there misjudging the pass. Harry Maguire's made such a difference replacing Tyrone Mings.
Yeah, you have Harry Maguire has his detractors, obviously, but you cannot deny the leadership quality the man has.
Is he overly criticized for his price tag?
That's, I think I've mentioned this earlier, that the price tag wasn't really dependent on him.
Right.
That it's not like he told United, come on, buy me for 85 or 90, whatever price he went for. That was something that was decided on between both the clubs.
Right.
The price tag is out of his reach. He tries his best. That's, again, nobody can criticize what his effort in any game that United plays. So maybe he has, does he have his moments where he gets them wrong? Yep. But so does any other player. So definitely that price tag is always a topic that comes up against him. But I don't think that you should judge a player based on price
what
tag.
his price tag that the club has said he has no hands upon. And he's been so good that the club can get away by sending such a great price tag as well. Declan Rice on the ball finds Harry Maguire. Seeks out the run of dropping run of Raheem Sterling. Currently this season, I think Luke Shaw, as a Liverpool fan, rightly said, there's no undervalue or there's no feeling helpless by appreciating a player who is playing good. Even I don't hesitate to say that I'm a fan of Thiago. Plays for Liverpool. I was always a fan of Coutinho. And they used to light up the Premier League. Bit of a double deflection there. Mason Mount chases that one. England looking dominant at the moment. Jadon Sancho over there. Lovely swivel. Alphonso Davies hasn't even played half a season. Alaba has played half the season. Ball comes in. यार agenda में कुछ भी बोल देते इन लोग. What do you think about Paul Pogba? I'll answer that. Let's wait out for the England attack, Prasun. Sterling on the ball, face to face with Karavayev. Takes on his man. Chance to get the cross in. Raheem Sterling gets the cross in, but it's cleared out wide. Declan Rice hit the shot and what save!
That's a brilliant save.
Again, chances coming in thick and fast for England. It's Ukraine on the counter right now. Who is he sitting? He's my mate, Orgoda. It's not request timed out. He's not that. I am not letting him speak. Okay, Prasu, what do you think about Paul Pogba? I mean, for Manchester United struggles, while for France he suddenly becomes unbeatable and monstrous. What do you think about that?
I think that there's been topic of that United has not managed to get the best out of Paul Pogba.
Unlocked Paul Pogba.
Yeah, exactly.
Use the exact phrase.
It's based on this. I think the system that they're playing, France and United, they play in the same systems, and obviously the one that France plays, it allows them to get the most out of him. So people, we've discussed this earlier that the United don't have that perfect midfield of playing Fernandes, Pogba, and maybe McTominay. You don't agree with that? Right. McTominay is a good partner for those two. So let's see that whether United needs someone else to get the best of it. But Pogba has been there for a long time right now. He's had those moments.
He's had a very good season, this one, especially coming off the left wing, but he doesn't have to look back. Like, the part of the problem, what I think is that Pogba seems to struggle at the deep position. I think because the gap between midfield and defense is a lot. You have Rafa Varane. Pogba makes the same mistakes for France, but Varane is there to actually cut that off. Either Harry Maguire or Lindelof doesn't have the pace. Do you think you'll agree with that?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Again, this is something we've talked about, that Lindelof and Harry Maguire aren't the ideal pairing for United.
Not the Chiellini or Bonucci.
Yeah, exactly. Not the Chiellini or Bonucci. Especially, and I think that at a point when Harry Maguire is considered indispensable for United team, they probably need to find a better partner for him to get the most out of Paul Pogba at this point.
So a partner with pace who complements him. Lindelof and Harry Maguire, I felt that always have been the similar player. It's either or, not both.
Right.
There looks to be a forced substitution at the moment. Christoph, the defender, doesn't look really healthy at the moment, so either of Trubnin or Timochik would be coming on. It's Shiganikov. Shankov, Victor Shankov.
It is Victor Shankov.
It is, he's a striker, don't you think? So there would be a change of formation.
Definitely change of
Zinchenko
formation.
going into left back.
Yep. Let's see how much does that affect the attacking flair.
So Harry Kane sportingly gives it back. Alphonso Davies is a great prospect and Ferland Mendy is great too. Even both of them were injured for a lot next time this season, but at the moment, Luke Shaw, definitely best in the world for me, at the moment. And with the season that just passed us by.
And they're just now on the screen, they showed the possession stats where England are at 57. So I think we can say truly that they are dominating the game. They had that brilliant chance from Declan Rice, who had that absolute rocket of a shot saved by the goalkeeper.
Ferland seems to be better defense. Ferland Mendy is a player I admire a lot. He's no weak foot. Like I thought that was probably either Rodrigo playing, but I thought that it was Ferland Mendy whipping in his cross. But Luke Shaw has been absolutely brilliant. Defense, attack, creating 6 less chances as a left back in the league than Leo Messi. It takes metal, doesn't it? That too in the Premier League. Always discover and double cover. There's very little space against Manchester United. Remember how much teams have been on the low block. Still, as Ukraine with spare possession at the moment.
They're trying to force the issue here, Ukrainians, and that's good to see. And they have
Ball
a
is played
chance.
over the top. Could be a chance for the Ukrainians. Yarmolenko. Nothing doing at the moment. England is regrouping very well. Absolutely, Prasun. England is very good on the transition, both in attack and defense. That's why they have been the statistical brilliance that they have been. Kyle Walker is feeling a bit of the match at the moment.
That
So,
left,
lovely passing play
yep,
from Ukraine.
that almost opened them up. And a better cross or a better pick out his teammate, that could have been a real
This
chance.
team plays like the Brazils that we saw probably from 2000 to 2000 after the World Cup. Not as much with the flair and the great Ballon d'Or winners in them, but certainly.
They've got that attacking mindset.
Credit to Shevchenko.
Absolutely.
All credits to Shevchenko. With the limited talent pool that he had, the way that he's produced. I think the double pivot of CDM has benefited them a lot. True. Especially, you need Mason Mount to do the running in midfield. They should throw 3-5-2 in the dustbin now. No, if you'd ask me, 3-5-3 at the back is the future. You'll know this. Save this tweet, save this video. 3 at the back is the future.
Yeah, well, if 3-5-3 was the future, if you had an extra player, that would be the future, definitely. But as of now, I don't think you're allowed to have that formation. Unless you have your goalkeeper coming into
3-5-2, very funny.
in your defensive line.
Thiago Motta out there sometimes told that he'd use goalkeeper as the last line of defense. I don't know how he said that, but then again, England have the possession as usual. Once again, aiming for 10 more likes on the stream. 20 likes is the target. 25, didn't I say? 25 is the target. 5 more if you're an England fan. And also, if you want to support the stream, do so in the numbers above. All of your contributions makes the supporting cast, makes the 12th man that you've been doing for me absolutely brilliant. Prasun and Umang there, regular contributors. Salute to you guys for supporting this hard-working but not good-looking boy as Luke Shaw takes the throw-in. Ryan Sterling, what did he use for the pass over the...
I'm not sure. Got the... But it was effective and...
Luke Shaw on the ball. Chance for Jadon Sancho. Hits the goalkeeper. Luke Shaw again creating chance after chance. But was Luke offside over there? He was on.
He was on.
He was on. Legit chance that the 2 Manchester United players that we can say safely Sensational attacking by England.
That's what a good start.
3-5-3 is
And-
only possible. Achha, that was the reference of the comment. I did not see that.
Yep.
Anyways, Barcelona do play with a 12th man.
Let's not talk about that. After all, it's really a controversial topic. But then again, controversy is what we need right now in this football world.
Might as well bring Roy Keane instead of you.
But I think we have enough of that going on now with the French national team, so we'll leave them. to do
Avril
their business.
Rabiot's and Griezmann's wives, mothers, and girlfriends. People would say women causing all the problem, but my channel would be banned. Women are the most beautiful creatures in the world. They are a bit frustrating at times as well. As Ukraine on the attack, Shkanifov finds Zinchenko. Chance over there on the overlap. This could be the equalizer. Still England popping in the bodies. Yaminchuk over there.
They're stopping the process from getting in. That's a good, that's obviously the first way of defense. Not let the
John
ball
Stones, right man in the
get
right
into the
place.
attacking players. They consider corner, but right now I don't see any real dangers because they've got Harry Maguire, they've got John Stones, two guys who are great in the air defensively.
Takes the corner, whips it in. Luke Shaw again with the defensive clearance.
When you
Referee
have
whistles
Luke
for a
Shaw
foul.
in that kind of form where he's taking a header out, defensive header at the corners, you know that guy is really on confidence. And these two players are hugging each other. I don't know why. It's Declan Rice and someone else, but I'm not sure why they're hugging each other.
Yaminchuk, Declan Rice and Yaminchuk. England trying to roll towards half time. Bit of a shithousery over there. England look to boil down the seconds to half time. Catastrophic if they concede right before the break. Ukraine have not looked out of sorts. They've gone toe to toe.
They have, but the England defense standing firm. We haven't seen that except that one save that Pickford has had to make. There haven't been real notable chances that Ukrainians have created so far. But I think we can definitely say that they're getting their moments, Ukraine,
Right.
because they're making those chances, and the England team are definitely at times they are getting caught out.
Much better in the defensive side of things, but Ukraine at the moment getting the stride of things. Once again, if you're new to the channel, do hit the like and the subscribe button. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can send in your love and warmth in form of contributions to the numbers over there. Shkanikov finds Zinchenko on the ball. A lot of movement from the Ukrainians. They're not standing still. They're making the English defense think. Yarmolenko on the ball. Plays it over the top. The ball is played in. Could be a chance, but lovely header out by Luke Shaw over there.
And
Again, he's been very pivotal in defense.
yep, I think the Ukrainians have realized that in order to create their chances, they need to do a lot of movement to try and get some of those defensive players away from their main positions. Maybe
Right.
they create some chances like this one. They had enough time for the shot. It was moving wide, but still, that movement is definitely creating a bit of space for them to get into.
Absolutely. Let's see what proceedings have the Ukrainians have the boil of the warmth that they have been energized upon as Jordan Pickford looks to take the goal kick. Seems like England have mastered the art of grinding clean sheets. Let's not to get too ahead of ourselves. A 45 minutes still awaits, and if any team is capable of breaking down this England side, it is Ukraine. The football they play is absolutely stunning. Winning the balls a lot, these England players. Luke Shaw, lovely bit of play there. Bit of a heavy on the touch. Not helped by Raheem Sterling's ill-placed one, I'd say. Karavayev on the ball. takes it out of defense. Michaelenko. Zinchenko infield. It's making the overlap as we speak. Getting back into the game right before as we enter half time, the injury time, probably 2 minutes or so to be added on. Lovely touch there. Lovely pass as well with the outside of the foot. Karavayev, but the final pass again.
Lacking, and this could be a chance for England to counter attack.
Jadon Sancho with the ball. Lovely skill by Jadon Sancho. That was magic, wasn't it?
He's been brought into the team to do things like that. His game movie, whenever he's, we talk
Look
so
at that
much
again.
about
One,
Jack
two, three
Grealish with the
players.
dribbling, and look at this guy. He's doing it very well.
I'm biased. I'm excited. Every time he's on the ball, I'm excited. Jadon Sancho there. Lovely, lovely skills on display at the moment. Tough one to take for Andrei Shevchenko, but
Let's see,
this England team has been tough to break down.
what the second half. I'm not if they make any changes in the second half, because that worked well for in the previous game. That worked wonders for the Czech Republic. Let's see if Andrei can do something like that for this Ukraine team.
England happy to play the ball through defense. Jadon Sancho now face to face with his man. Raheem Sterling has switched wings. Beg your pardon. Raheem Sterling taking on his man and wins his side, the corner. Oh, that's a goal kick, by the way. Jadon Sancho playing through the left wing now. Declan Rice on the ball. Rolls Royce of a midfielder. See, England with the possession. Maguire on the receiving end over there.
Yeah. 3 minutes almost up, and okay. Oh, we got someone pretty agitated from the Ukrainians. Let's see what the complaint is. I think it's because it's because Maguire went down pretty easily. It's I'm not sure who that is. Yamchuk. And I think he's not happy that Harry Maguire went down that easily. He's making his thoughts clear to him. That why are you going down like such a...
I know what the words you're gonna use. It's not. No, that's not something we can at the moment. We could, but
I'd rather not.
risk. You'd rather not. Keep the blabbering to the football. Harry Maguire restarts play. Should be half-time any moment now.
It is half time.
Yep, referee blows the whistle. England off to a fine start as the proceeding takes place 1-0 at half-time, courtesy of a Harry Kane goal in the 5th minute. They've been very well. The Ukrainians have not left off anything. We'll be back after a short break in around 3 or 4 minutes to get your piece done. And join us for the tactical analysis of the first half. And once again, if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button as well as smash that like button as well. Expecting 20 likes on the stream. Count-wise, if you want to invest your love on the channel, you can donate and contribute to the numbers above. Back after a short while. Do stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Back with the halftime analytics. So I'll just, how has it started? I have no clue. So the halftime, change this to halftime. The moment Raheem Sterling assist to Harry Kane separates the two sides. They've come close. Jadon Sancho with another chance. Then against 1-0 to England. At the moment, England was still yet to concede a goal in this tournament. Would be waiting to see how much that figures out. We'll have the halftime statistics for you on board. This is how the teams look at halftime. 5 shots by both, 2 by England, 1 by the Ukrainians. England scoring that one shot from Harry Kane. Possession 52-48, 50-50, I can say. England with similar number of passes, similar passing accuracy. A lot of fouls by the Ukrainians over there. No yellow cards still. Do you think, let us hear your unbiased thoughts on the first half.
England, they've had that game plan, and the game plan has been perfect so far. We told you, I'm not expecting a very high scoring game again because of England's defensive solidarity, and I think that Southgate is happy to win. It doesn't matter if he wins 1-0, 3-0. He's just happy to win, and that early goal was absolutely the best thing that could happen. It takes, because if Ukraine had frustrated them to that 60-70 minute mark, maybe they could have had to take more chances and maybe risk getting a goal, conceding one.
Right.
But now that they have that early goal cushion, they can absolutely play whatever the game plan is, dictate the tempo of the game, take the ball, passes, and look for that maybe one defensive lapse for the Ukrainians.
Because they'll be pushing
absolutely
up a lot.
They'll have no chance. They'll have to push on the attack. So they'll be looking for that one defensive lapse, hit them on the counter, get another goal. And at 2-0, I think it's as good as done, because we've seen how good defensively the England have been so far this tournament, and I wouldn't bet against them at this point.
Absolutely. Best player for England in the first half?
It has to be Raheem Sterling again, because Harry Kane scored that goal, but it was created by Sterling again. He's one thing I like about this, he's not waiting for the ball to come to him. He's dropping much deeper to get that position early. He's trying to, and when he gets the ball, he's then trying to dribble either onto the wings or in the
looking to play with Luke Shaw.
And if he's moving inside, it's Luke Shaw who's moving up wide.
Right.
If he's moving up wide, it's Harry Kane or even Jadon Sancho for the right wing, who's coming into a more central position.
Create those overloads.
Exactly. So it's everything like the attacking part, and Sterling has been heavily involved in those. So again, he's been their most influential player so far, at least in the attacking sense.
Absolutely. Second half up on the charge, but still a bit to go over there as we see Patrick Schick's wonder goal. We've seen a lot of that. Most certainly the goal of the tournament, that one. The second half, the Ukrainians, especially against Netherlands, came up and popped up with it, almost fought till the end. Dumfries over there getting the 2 goals. Netherlands are out, but can England hold? Would you see England holding on to this one, being a lot more defensive and grinding out the result, or go for more goals, considering how much Ukrainians can come on in the attack?
I think I'm not sure that I'll see any substitutes from England yet. I think Southgate will wait for maybe 15 minutes, at least that 60-65 minute mark. Now, if they get a goal at the 2-0, if it is 2-0 at that point, I'm not sure what Southgate will do. But if it's still a 1-0 at the 60-65 minute mark, I'm pretty sure that he'll be substituting the attacking players with more of a defensive minded players, because I think again he'll be happy to win as long as they win.
Absolutely. Jadon Sancho has been heavily trending at the moment. Your thoughts on his first half performance?
He's obviously more in the limelight right now because of that transfer to United. He's trying his best. I think he's played well. He's attacking. He's trying to make things happen. He's not, taking the ball and giving it immediately to someone else. He's taking that ball. He's trying to create something. He's getting into the spaces. He's even moving on to the more central positions. To maybe that's how he got that one shot on target, I believe.
Yep.
So let's see what happens. I don't think that Southgate will make him play all 90 minutes. I think that we'll see him substituted at some point in the second half. But whatever done, I think that he's done a decent job so far.
So Grealish came on in the last few matches. And whenever he's been on the pitch, he's made things happen.
Right.
He's got assists. He's completely dominated the attacking transitions in the final third. Think something similar either for Raheem Sterling or he comes on for Jadon Sancho. You think he's going to, let's say, create a goal or score one himself? He's been due a goal.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. The more tired the Ukrainian players get, the much better for a player like Grealish. He comes on at that like last 30-20 minutes. He'll be taking the ball. He'll be fresh. He's going to, and the more Ukrainians. This is all depending on that Ukraine doesn't get a goal. But so if they get a goal, this all goes out the window. But if I'm talking about that England hold that 1-0 lead to the 65-70 minutes,
right.
And if Southgate decides to bring on Grealish instead of just defensive players, the Ukrainians will inevitably get frustrated and tired and try to start doing fouls to him, and
right. That's where it
plays
plays
like Grealish,
into the
exactly.
hand.
You can do damage.
As we wait for the second half, as Harry Kane gets us on the way, England from the left to the right of the screens attacking with their white and blue colours. Ukraine in all yellow, forming that yellow wall, but it has already been breached. Early on in the first half, can Ukraine do the damage? But they are doing the damage on the England player at the moment, having been given away a foul on Harry Kane. Encouraging set piece chance that Luke Shaw will take. Once again, if you're joining on the stream for the first time, do hit the like and that subscribe button. Also, if you want to share your fair share of contributions, you can do so from the numbers above. So Luke Shaw is deputized with the set piece. It's a combination of Luke Shaw and Raheem Sterling.
I feel like Sterling takes this one.
Luke Shaw whips it in. Chance over there and it's a goal. Harry Maguire scores. Luke Shaw to Harry Maguire. 2-0. Done and dusted. The united combination over there. Luke Shaw with yet another assist to his name. What a lovely, lovely performance. And feels bad for Andrei Shevchenko over there. But England, both times early on in the second half, 2 Harrys on the score sheet. Done and dusted.
Well, as much as I would say 90% so. I cannot see Ukraine coming back from this scoring at least even 2 goals. Now, I think this will be a talking point. The way Harry Kane went down for the initial foul, I think it was a soft foul. But the referee deemed it as a foul enough to give a free kick.
That won't be checked by VAR.
Exactly, it won't be checked by VAR. And Maguire, wow. Absolutely thumping header. He didn't even go off the ground much. He just ran onto it and hit the ball.
Need to see more of this in the season for United. Need to absolutely see more of this. DASGUPTA, thanks for joining in. Finally, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, the best left back in the world. Love saying that over and over again.
Neil here is having a great time with that goal.
Oh, yes. Feels sad for the Ukrainians, but 2 lapses in defense. Again, that was a smashing ball. Couldn't have done much about it the way Harry Maguire made his way forward.
Yeah, exactly. The way he attacked that ball, it was with such more intent that you can't really stop him without fouling him.
Absolutely. Luke Shaw balling again. Love to see. There's Declan Rice over there. Clears it out. So what do you think Gareth Southgate would take off the likes of Maguire, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, who are on yellow cards at the moment? I think the yellow cards are wiped at the semi-finals, if I'm not wrong. Anyone in the comment section, do tell me if that is the rule in the Euros. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that there will be a few things on his mind, Gareth Southgate at this point. If it remains 2-0, one is the yellow card, as you mentioned. The second would be, to keep his players fresh. So the main important players like Sterling, Kane, Maguire, Shaw, maybe he'll let the players who haven't had that much of game time have a run out at this match, because at 2-0 I think they're pretty comfortable unless Ukraine get a goal pretty soon.
Absolutely. Ukraine need to buckle up. We've already given away 2 early goals each half. Right, the halftime team talk again. Going right out of the window with that silly foul. Shevchenko, individual errors.
I, for one, would definitely want to see a replay of that foul, because I'm not convinced that was a foul to, the foul that
it was a soft one.
Yeah, I do think it's a soft one.
thing, but there was a stamp, some part of a stand, Harry Kane making the most of it. But then again, these decisions aren't checked on VAR, because up till that referee's whistle outside the box, nothing is checked. So even if it wasn't a foul, even VAR cannot overturn that.
Right.
Michaelenko with the ball. And Sidriuchik. Again, England happy to let Ukraine with the fair stat of possession. England win the ball back. Jadon Sancho there. England on the charge. Mason Mount progressing. Finds Raheem Sterling. Luke Shaw is on the overlap. Finds him. Luke Shaw with the cross. Get a chance and it's 3-0. Luke Shaw with 2 assists. Harry Kane with the 3rd goal. Absolutely tremendous Luke Shaw. Bloody hell, Luke Shaw. 2 assists on the night. Game over. Surely game over.
Now they can just, Southgate is probably thinking which players to rest and which players to give a run out.
But still shocking defending from Ukraine.
The moment that cross comes in, you know that someone's in the box is going to attack it. Depends on who that is. Look how well Sterling holds up that ball and just releases Shaw at the right moment.
And goes between the legs. Lovely whip on the ball from Luke Shaw. He's been doing that time and again.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm not sure whether the goalkeeper could have done better. That definitely goes between his legs there.
So nutmeg header. On 50th minute mark, England triple the lead. Harry Kane is on a hat-trick, folks.
Oh man, she's not crying. Maybe they can raise a fundraiser for her as well.
I don't know what to comment on that, but they can raise a fundraiser for this guy as well. Even I'll try on stream if you get a fundraiser. Is it coming home, lads? Is it coming home, lads? Oh, some attacking display. England have scored 3 goals, first time in the tournament. Good time to pick up form. Probably Southgate would be thinking, as you said, to rest the yellow ones on the yellow cards. Do you think that all the yellow cards will be wiped in the semis? The Harry's on the score sheet. Feels bad for Ukraine, but every team has the limits. At the moment, looks like Denmark would be facing a tie with the 3 Lions. England has never reached a final in the European competition since they won the World Cup in 1966. Bobby Charlton over there captaining the side.
That's, it's a very, surprising statistics when you think of all the
talents that
the teams that they've had over the years. But for one reason or another, it hasn't just worked out for them.
Properly.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All the England fans going livid on the chat. Harry Maguire is absolutely onside over there. There's no doubt about that. His hand was up. It's not handball. Shevchenko is faced. He is right to have defensive. Minute defensive errors have caused the game to be lapsed. It's out of hand at the moment, I feel. So 3 goals is too much. Still, 1 goal could change the game early on. Still early pickings in the second half. England turning up the style, but that goal was class. All the build up from Raheem Sterling to Luke Shaw. The header as well, right down, directed towards the knees. But not much avail. He praised Ukraine a lot in their build up, but they're not doing me any favors.
I think it was a point of, they had a specific game plan for the game, but that early goal just wiped it out.
Rupjita is saying boring match. See, Luke Shaw probably has 5 assists. I think, is he the highest assister in this tournament?
I believe so, because I think it was Zuber earlier from Switzerland.
Can anyone confirm the number of assists Luke has? 2, 3, 4 or 5? I'm sure he has 4. Not 5, I think he has 4. 2 in this game, 1 in the last and 1 before as well. Let's see. Definitely the best left back. Definitely. All the La Liga fans would be hiding their face. The performance that Luke is putting in, day out.
Do La Liga fans not like Luke Shaw?
La Liga fans wouldn't even like Beef Wellington because it is from England. And they are from India. Luke Shaw again. England with a fair share of possession at the moment. Can win it back. Striving, advancing through Michaelenko. Ukraine advancing slowly, but England poised to hit on the counter. Jadon Sancho on the ball. Lovely pass out wide to Raheem Sterling. Keeps it in play, but not for long. Ukraine regaining possession. Giving away foul over there. Yarmolenko. Yep, as we predicted, Jordan Henderson is coming on. So Gareth Southgate having one eye on the semis at the moment.
Absolutely. And I think it's a good way that he's giving the players who have not had that many minutes run out to just keep them, It's Declan Rice who's coming on. I believe he's on a yellow.
Declan Rice is coming off.
I'm sorry. He's on a yellow, I believe.
Yes, he's from the previous game. So if he gets a yellow card, he's a vital cog in the wheel, isn't he?
Absolutely. Do you, at this point, there are two players we've talked about. Declan Rice or Calvin Phillips. Who do you think is more important to that England team?
Calvin Phillips at the moment.
I agree with you again.
He takes so much load, man.
His work rate is insane and his array of long range passing, I think it's amazing.
A lot of plaudits from Luke Shaw on the chat. Absolutely best left back in the world. Once again, if you're an England fan, do hit the like and the subscribe button. If you're an England fan, also send it to your friends and family. Also, if you want to contribute for the sake of Jadon Sancho, you need to do that through the numbers over there and support the stream. Harry Kane finds Kyle Walker over there, dropping much deeper. Almost an hour up. Nothing much to show for the Ukrainian side. See the two early goals. Jadon Sancho goes to John Stones. There's one particular thing I noticed about England is that no player in this team has the same squad number as they have in the club. Harry Kane has 9, plays with the 10. Sterling has 7. He has number 10 on the back for England.
No, that's a pretty interesting statistics. I did not know that.
I noticed that. Mason Mount on the ball.
That almost made.
Maybe Mason Mount has 19 for both Chelsea and England at the moment. And Kyle Walker probably has 2.
Not sure about that.
Yes, so Kyle Walker and Mason Mount with similar numbers. So not my statistic that go all right. At the moment, England dominant. Jadon Sancho, Harry Kane, they're popping up the passes for fun, England.
Yep, they're playing with, they're absolutely
style and vigor at the moment.
They're playing with no pressure and they're just trying to make this a showpiece, I think.
Especially against high flyers Ukraine. It's all expected to take the game to England, but Whenever England have been doubted, Southgate has answered. Like with all the trolls we see coming upon him, is it fair that he deserves some appreciation at this point of time?
Yes, absolutely. Till this point, I said that, you know, for England, it's not enough to just go to the semi-final, but just to the final. They always look to win, and they haven't. It's in a long time reached. Yeah, as you mentioned, not reached the final of any major tournament.
More than 60 years.
Absolutely. So, should we consider that Nations League? Because I believe they reached the final of that.
Nations League. No, the Netherlands and Portugal were in the final.
Ah. So even there, in that
Photographic
case,
memory coming on handy
in that
again.
case, he definitely should get, because let's be honest, there have been better managers than Southgate who's taken charge of the
There have
England
been
team.
better talent that has been in the field.
Yeah, now that is something that's a debatable point, because I don't think that at any point, like at very few points, have England had such an array of talent on the field and on the bench. The squad is just brimming with talent at this point. In every position, you have two or multiple players who can do a job, and there are players who are on the bench who are certain starters for their respective clubs. So this is a very, very good team, and I think winning the
More than a good
tournament.
team, this is a better system.
Yeah,
All the players are accommodated.
right,
Like
right.
with Lampard, Beckham, Scholes, and
Gerrard.
Gerrard, he did not find the balance, and he could not bench one of them because of the fan pressure. They're so legendary. Scholes had to be sacrificed because he was played on left wing. A lot of things could be done there. Could have played a diamond, but not to talk about history. Right now, it's England marching on to the semi-finals to face Denmark, who lay await. Gonna be an interesting one, that one as well.
Denmark, I'm sure they're watching this game, you know, they're looking at the England team, they're trying to figure out how they can get the better of this team. I'm pretty sure they're doing that already. And it's going to be difficult, because one thing I've noticed that England are patient. England are absolutely patient on that, creating and chances and waiting for that opportunity to score. They're not getting frustrated. They got very goals earlier today, but even then, you know, there was no sense of urgency or the sense of panic that they were just after scoring a goal they were trying to get another one. No,
Right.
They were patiently waiting. They were passing it around, just looking for that perfect moment.
The long ball is played over the top. Harry Kane with the chance. Thought
What
that
a
was
chance.
in.
I
Thought that was in, and that was his hat trick.
would have been a
Brilliant.
brilliant goal. Would have been a brilliant goal.
On the volley over there, Jordan Henderson with the pick out. Woof! That was a save. That was a blinding save. It's heading in.
It was on target. Yes.
Fingertip save, just parrying the ball. Oh, it's close enough. That would have been a stunning
Look
goal.
at how the technique, how good it has to be to hit a volley.
That too on his weaker foot.
Exactly.
And that too with that much power. It's so difficult. Jadon Sancho takes the corner. Set piece chance
It's a
again. And
goal.
it's 4-0. 4-0. Jordan Henderson on the score sheet.
Oh my God.
Jadon Sancho now with the assist. The Ukraine team has crumbled. England scoring on a rout over here. Jordan Henderson of all the people.
He comes in, he scores. He's King Henderson to the Liverpool fans.
Is it coming home? Final the question. Is it coming home?
The final will, I think, you know, if they get the better of Denmark in the next round, that final will be the acid test for the England team.
Italy or Spain?
Yep. Italy or Spain.
They do have to get past Denmark first. That won't be an easy encounter. So Henderson on the score sheet. Jadon Sancho with the assist. As a United fan, I'm absolutely livid. This is the first time I'm running out of space for mentioning England scorers. That's a good sign.
England fans are absolutely ecstatic. They believe that it's coming home already. And this is our substitution for Ukraine.
Sad end to the tournament from them. Jude Bellingham and Marcus Rashford being given the chances. So Luke Shaw has been taken off for Kieran Trippier.
So
Man of the match for you? 2
let's
assists.
see 2 assists and
Defensively strong as well.
And now I think it's a toss between him and
Harry Kane.
If he gets that hat trick, whether Harry Kane stays on is another question. I'm not sure.
I think Southgate would let him stay on.
Let's see who other players substitute.
Being applauded off, rightfully so, Kieran Trippier.
It's Trippier for...
Sterling comes off, so we'll see that Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho combination. Oh my god. I'm livid. If Sancho is not taken off for Jude Bellingham.
Let's see who it is. I think it will be...
Sancho being taken off? No, it's Calvin Phillips. So only Harry Maguire remains. I think probably they'll look to bring on Tyrone Mings as well. They should bring on Tyrone Mings as well for Harry Maguire.
Although I don't think Maguire will be any sort of difficulty to concede a needless foul to get that yellow card. So at this point, I don't think there's any reason for them.
Absolutely. Midfield pair has done the job.
Exactly. Once again, he's that player. I didn't know much about him except for his season at Leeds when I saw their games. Obviously, he was like a vital player of that.
He's basically an attacking midfielder. He started his career as a striker,
right?
Turned into an attacking midfielder, and now he's a defensive midfielder. He's basically a destroyer. Now, it's shaped up very well by Marcelo Bielsa, has to be said. And England are reaping the rewards of that.
If you're a player who trains under Bielsa, who gets used regularly under Bielsa, if you can endure all that Bielsa has to offer, I think you're good enough for any national team in the world.
England turning out the style.
And I think it's now England will be trying to get as many as possible. Because they're having fun at the moment on the pitch.
Rhymes. Marcus Rashford on the ball. Breezes past one, breezes past two. Marcus Rashford gets the corner.
Again, fresh players against tired legs.
You see more goals coming in?
I do. I think Harry Kane will be really desperate to get that hat trick now. And it seems that
Marcus hasn't scored this tournament as well.
Every set piece that England get,
that's a danger.
Exactly.
Ball is whipped in. Chance over there, Harry Maguire a bit too far that time.
I think that assist was not from Sancho. I think it was from Mount. Not sure about the last goal.
You can see the statistics.
Not sure.
Mount has been given the assist.
Yep, seems like that. Seems so, yeah. Mount. It was Mount who took that corner.
Either way, Cobham boys, England are having a piss with the possession now. That's teasing at the moment. This is disrespectful.
I think England have made 4 subs till now, with Shaw out, both the midfielders out.
And Jordan Henderson, Marcus Rashford, Kieran Trippier, and Jude Bellingham. So they have one. So probably you'll see Harry Maguire being replaced by Tyrone Mings in around 75th minute mark.
Let's see. And we haven't even talked about Ben Chilwell, a player who's played so well for Chelsea, and he's not even giving a sniff in.
He had contacted
Billy Gilmore. Yeah, he had to be in that. So in the self-isolation, right? You're correct.
It's not even in the team. Yeah, he is in the team, beg your pardon. Look at it, Southgate has his fantasies for right backs.
Southgate, I think Trippier, I know Southgate prefers Trippier to be in the team at times. In the first game, he started Trippier at left back. And it worked. They got that clean sheet against Croatia as well.
Again, Ukraine losing possession. They've lost heart at this moment of time. What a journey for this Ukrainian side. Andrei Shevchenko with all the plaudits.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I don't think anybody expected them to do as well as they've done at this point. They played well. It's not that they've got, they've been lucky you can't be lucky for a stretch of matches to get into the quarterfinals of a tournament. You have to play well, and they've done just that.
Every match clean sheet against Croatia, against Germany.
You can't knock them for effort.
Croatia World Cup finals, German former World Cup winners. Marcus Rashford on the ball. It's hurled down over there. No shouts for a pen. He crowded out over there. And Marcus again has the ball. Tries a bit too much. This is what frustrates me with Marcus Rashford. Even I'm watching it at a United. Chance now, alright.
And suddenly,
Pickford out there. What was that from Pickford?
oh my,
England still blocking everything. How good was that? How good was
what
that?
on earth did Pickford do trying to clear that ball? I'm not sure. And he's raising his hands in apologies.
England still coming.
He completely
Scuffed that.
miskicked that ball.
Looks like a young Beckham with this hairstyle, Jordan Pickford. We'll give him the props.
I think they can afford a mistake or two at this point, but they'll be doing their best to
Still, we
keep
want to
that.
keep that clean sheet,
Yeah.
right?
And you wouldn't bet against Kane either to complete that hat trick with the way the team is playing.
He's been left on. Tyrone Mings, as I suspected, is awaiting us on the touchline. So Harry Maguire, I think all the yellow cards are wiped in the semis. All UEFA competitions are so. Remember, Paul Scholes missing out of a suspension. Darren Fletcher missing out for United in the 2009 final versus Barcelona. Iniesta missing that game as well.
Yep.
So since that, the rule has changed. It's been wiped in the semi-finals. England with the tiki-taka right now.
England are having an exhibition at this point.
Ukraine are just letting them have the ball.
Yeah, because I know that there are players who will be thinking, there are players who will be maybe trying to make their point to the Ukrainian coach for a better position, but it's just the morale has been hit, you know. And
Marcus
there goes
Rashford now.
England.
Cuts inside. Finds Kieran Trippier. Jude Bellingham is also in the mix, by the way.
What a player he is.
Still only 18.
The fact that he's the way, you know, he's earned those plaudits, just, you know, people have said that he's going to be one of the greatest midfielders, you know, in history in the next decade. To feel he's 18 at that point, becoming a regular almost
It's
for
between him
Dortmund.
and Pedri. Between him and Pedri. Calvert-Lewin is coming on, so surprise over there. I thought Tyrone Mings was. Unless Gareth Southgate wants to play him in defense. I think Harry Kane does not get the chance to complete his hat trick.
So that also means Sancho will play all 90 minutes, which is a bit surprising, at least for me.
More for me.
I wouldn't want to see him, you know, get injured or anything.
No jinxing, man. No jinxing. खुश तो बहुत हो गए तुम आज. I'm happy for Luke Shaw, man. Happy for Luke Shaw and Sancho. Oh, agenda वाला आ गया फिर से. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin is on. Marcus Rashford on the ball. Again, the same thing. This is what frustrates me about Marcus. He takes so much time releasing the ball. Whenever he gets it, just runs straight towards the defense and loses the ball. Seen that time and again. I've been very frustrated.
And you'd think that he's an experienced player now, that he's played a couple
So
of
many
seasons. Exactly.
6 seasons in top flight.
You'd think that he'd be, and okay, that's a scuff clearance, but England have people back to deal with it.
Jordan Pickford loads one. Ukraine. Karavayev. Yamalenko with the strike.
Good save.
Pickings for Pickford.
And where on earth did that ball go?
Even I thought it was stuck in his palm, but it was saved. Now Pickford has it. See that again. Stepanenko over there. He's parried it. Good decision. Ball was hit with venom. A lot of venom. You understand when it's hit with power because it does not swerve.
Right.
Because it cuts the air rather than the air cutting it. So you understand how much power. See Cristiano Ronaldo's shots in his prime absolutely did not used to move. It used to swerve. It did not used to move. The ball with more curl is interacting with the air. Understand how much power. Especially this has been developed. A lot of players developing the power, kicking through their waist, not with the leg muscles, having low back lift. Technique that has been developed. Kyle Walker now. Jadon Sancho, can you keep it in play? Crosses it in, chance over there again. It's cleared. Won't let my man Jadon Sancho with an assist. Jadon Sancho to Marcus Rashford wouldn't have been that the dream goal. At least for United fans like me and you watching over there. Not for Harry Kane. Wanted to be on the end of that cross. Sensible decision.
Yes, absolutely. You can't risk a player who's so integral to your team, as a world-class player like Harry Kane,
Absolutely.
when the game's already wrapped up.
Take a look at the statistics at the moment, as if it matters. 7 shots, 10 shots by England, 4 goals, 6 on target, 55-45 possessions. Nothing really to show for from the Ukrainian side. Few stunners that Pickford has managed to save. 4-0 scoreline is a bit of a harsh one on the overall Ukrainian performance.
Not for today, I think, because they haven't really been at their...
They haven't turned up, have they?
They haven't. 4-0, I think, is a fair reflection of the fact it's not just the Ukrainians being bad. England has been really good at this point of time.
A few of the squad players getting a run out.
I think, Southgate will be really happy that to get his players rested for a crucial game against the Danish team, which is going to be another tough test.
Ruthless Danish team. Sancho not gets any minutes in the entire England for till the quarterfinal, till the round of 16. Signs of Man United plays the 90 minutes. That's the power. I think that is a legit reason that he was not clear with his head.
Right.
The transfer seemed to be bugging him at that moment, but it's all clear and he's seen the best of him at the moment. Jordan Pickford, a crazy one over there. Look how fast England double up. Pressure on the possession, even when they're 4-0 up. Can Ukrainians trying to find a consolation that none of the likes of Scotland, Croatia, Germany found to break any chinks in the armor for against the Three Lions. England happy to let Ukraine have the possession. Chance again, but Harry Maguire, right place, right time, captaining since... No, Henderson is the captain. Michaelenko with a throw-in. Can Ukraine get a consolation?
I don't think so, because the English team will be desperate to keep that clean sheet run going. And the Ukrainians don't really seem, they seem devoid of ideas at this point on how to break that down, that midfield, or break down the defense and get a goal. Because every time they have the ball, you see all those players who are, even the attacking players are doing their defensive duty, like getting back. They are trying.
Ukraine have a chance. Lovely bit of play. Zinchenko finds Yarmolenko. Ball is out for a corner.
Can Ukraine get a goal from a set piece?
So hope so.
Can
Swept in. Jude Bellingham over there, doing his job in defense. Seeing him try to play out and clear it, but at the moment, nothing's going on for them in attack. It's all Ukraine. Ball is played over the top to no avail. Nothing going on for Ukraine. They have just not turned up in this match. Nothing much to show for. Too far to think about it. Arsenal United quota. Come on. Not happening. Also, would love to reach 20 likes on the stream as well. If you're new here, do hit the like and smash that subscribe button. Also, if you want to contribute to the stream, you can do so by doing in the numbers. As you can see above, do support the content creators. As right now, Luke Shaw is supporting the defense and attack for England. United quota, you're going to get the United quota all the way along. Marcus Rashford chases,
but I
think he will not keep it
a
in.
bit much for even him, for a player as fast as him.
Can England round off with a perfect 5-0 score?
It's 10 minutes to go. I'm not sure, how good they've been. I'm not sure how much they want to attack at this point, because I do think that they've taken their foot off the gas a bit. Again, but there are again players like Dom Calvert-Lewin who want to get that goal, because again, a goal at the international tournament is always
Absolutely.
nice to get.
That's lovely to have on the CV. Still, Marcus hasn't scored. He scored the last penalty before the Euros for England.
Look at that.
Sancho face to face. Still has the ball but gives away the foul. Soft one over there.
We have seen a few soft fouls today.
A very soft one. That was a very soft one.
At this point, I think, when players go down while tussling with another player, referees don't have much choice but to give it a foul, unless it's very clear that it's not a foul.
Buying the fouls is something that it associate with that. Neil, और कितने गोल चाहिए तुमको?
I think Neil would be happy with the Sancho hat trick at this
Sancho
point.
assist and Marcus scores. I'll go off to sleep happily. Right now, it's far from that. It's Ukraine on the attack, playing some lovely stuff.
And again, an interception.
Can lovely playing themselves out of trouble. Calvert-Lewin, Jude Bellingham takes on two players, still retains possession.
What a player he is.
Probably a 200 million bid for Man United in the future as well. We love picking cherries from Dortmund, don't we? Especially English talents. How do you rate him as a replacement for POGBA?
That's a difficult question to answer, because he's still 18. And I know he's very good. He's got great potential. But POGBA is a player, I think, if he can be, used properly United, he still has time on his side. He can
With that
still
question,
be
with that
an amazing player.
with that statement, like, he's an amazing player, but we see the likes of England with Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips, do not so much technically gifted as much as Paul Pogba, still doing the job with basically of the system. So who's important, the system or the individual?
I think there are certain players who can play regardless of the system they're playing in.
Paul Pogba is not
One of them, exactly. But in that case, I think you have to look at it as a bigger picture. Whether that player is so good or whether that player is so influential that you have to accommodate the style to fit the player rather than accommodating the player to fit the style. So that depends on how Solskjaer looks at it. I think that's the important issue here. How important does he think that?
But does United look toothless without Pogba? Ukraine on the attack, we'll get back to that. England again defensively resolute. Say that they have won the ball. They could be on the counter attack. Jude Bellingham finds Marcus Rashford, leaves it for Kieran Trippier.
Lovely.
But decides
there, but yep.
To take the possession. Yeah, go on with what you were saying.
I think that your last question was, is he what you said about Pogba?
I mean, does United look toothless without Pogba?
I don't think United look toothless without Pogba, because I don't think I think more it's that Bruno Fernandes has become the player that everybody was hoping Paul Pogba would become for United. So I don't think they look toothless without him, but I'm sure that any team in the world, United included, would benefit if they could have Paul Pogba play as well as he does for
the games that Paul Pogba has played well for United. You see Bruno Fernandes playing well as well because he takes the pressure off. Bruno Fernandes is double marked. You see Paul Pogba popping up with the goals and the assists. So that has had an inadvertent effect. Paul Pogba has a very good season for United, playing a multiple number of positions: left wing, right wing, central defensive midfield, centre midfield, number 10. But then again, it's not wanting to extend the contract. There have been doubts about that.
And there's one more thing. A player like Paul Pogba does come with baggage.
Especially not Paul Pogba, but Mino Raiola.
It doesn't matter, because those guys are tired. Like at this nowadays, football agents have so much influence on the players, on the agents, and how they even perform at some point of time. So even in that case, what you do, I'm not sure from this point, that whether do you think that okay, this guy is not worth it, or do you keep him? And if Pogba wants to leave, I think he will leave. He's that kind of player. But whenever he's asked about anything, he doesn't give a clear answer whether he wants to leave or whether he wants to stay. So that's another thing United have to sort out behind the scenes.
Final knockings in the game, 3 minutes plus stoppage time to be played. Looks set. Almost 4 goals. Comeback looks impossible.
That would be the greatest thing I've watched in football, if Ukraine were to get 4 goals back in 3 minutes.
Impossible thing at the moment.
As I said, Zuber is at the top of the list of assists. Luke Shaw has 3, but he got a couple in play, so he will be 5 probably. And Ukraine are on the attack, but England get the ball out of house again.
Højbjerg with 3 assists as well. Encouraging statistic that. Facing off against England. I don't see David Alaba being there. Do you? And Ukraine with the statistics, but not the most important one. It's the final 3 substitutes getting a run out.
Once again, looking around the attack again. They're trying desperately, I think, at least to get one goal to salvage some of that pride.
England holding firm.
It's almost regular time is up. Let's see how many minutes of added we get.
Shout for a penalty, referee waves straight to get up. 3 substitutes getting ready to come on, but still not getting time. Cristiano Ronaldo still remains top scorer.
And I don't think they will. They won't get the time to have a substitution because game's over. It's full time.
No time added on. No
Doesn't
time
seem-
added on.
It's 4-0. The
4-0
substitutes-
and full time. England on a route. 4-0 is the scoreline. Did you expect this?
No. I expected, as I mentioned in the first half, my prediction was a 1-0. I got the nil part correct, but unfortunately I didn't get the 1 part correct.
Oh, goodness gracious. Harry Kane with the brace. Harry Maguire scoring his first goal for England in quite a while. And to top it off,
Henderson coming on and scoring a goal.
Jordan Henderson with the head. How many times have you heard that or said that?
Not many times.
Was it a cause of defensive lapses, or did this Ukraine side play with fear? We have seen them fearless.
I don't think there was much fear. I just think that England executed their game plan perfectly. There were 3 goals that were from headers
Right.
in this game. All either crossing or set pieces. So they got their delivery spot on there. And there was no noticeable point where the defense, left one player completely gaping in acres of space. It was not that. But just that the players just played well for England and they just got the goals.
Sorry, I've not got the time to take the comments. What a game Luke Shaw had. Shout out to all the hitters. Have a look and grow some balls. Appreciate a player even if he plays for the rivals. Seriously, give him the respect he deserves. Absolutely. That's a Liverpool fan, by the way.
Right.
Absolutely. Top assisters I gave you. If you can see on the thread where I posted Luke Shaw. The last game, he had a blinder as well. So the fact is that England will go on against the likes of Denmark, who has been resolute. But the fact is, Denmark have had breaches themselves. And would this be one of the best morale boosters before their semi-final, aiming for the 3 Lions to make the first final in over 50 years?
Yes, absolutely. Because I don't think the only better scoreline in a phone is a 5-0 at this point. So scoring those goals, getting that clean sheet again. So that's like what, 5 clean sheets
In a row.
in a major tournament.
Facing Croatia, who was the third team in their group. England, Croatia, and
Scotland.
England, Croatia, Scotland, and what was that group? Even I forgot. Let's have a check. Google is there. It just decided to hang on me for the moment. But then again, 5 clean sheets. Extraordinary feature, don't you think?
Yep, it's Czech Republic, I think. It was England, Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland.
England, Croatia, Czech Republic, and Scotland. Czech Republic having been gone out, going to the quarters.
Right.
Croatia teaching on Spain 3-3, if you remember. So Czech Republic ousting the Dutch.
Right.
Scotland the only easy pickings in the group. Do you think England are at the moment better than Spain? What they have displayed, although Spain have scored a lot of goals, they have
Spain,
conceded
right.
as much as well.
Spain, just in the last 2-3 games, Spain actually upped their attacking ante a lot. So that would be a difficult question because in their first few games, Spain really were not that impressive to me at least. But they upped their ante. They scored 10 goals in 2 games and 3 in the last ones. That's 13 in 3, I believe. So now let's see. I think they're hitting the gears at the right time for the team. So it's going to be fascinating. I think the Spain-Italy game is going to be very anticipated to me at least.
Absolutely, Italians looking for the revenge in that final in 2012, not 16, 2012.
12.
But then again, thoughts on Luke Shaw has been very much talked about at the moment.
Again, very good. Even you'd probably say excellent. Assists, clean sheets again, because he's played more than 60 minutes, he'll get that clean sheet. So yeah, I think he's been maybe the player at this point. You know, we talked about Sterling, we talked about KEANE getting the goals, but let's see what happens next, because this team doesn't fear anyone, and they'll be just looking to go ahead with the game plan. I'm definitely sure that they may say, you know, publicly that they're taking it one game at a time, but
they have their sights on the trophy.
Absolutely, I'm sure that in their head they're thinking of that final, and they're thinking about lifting the trophy.
But you don't know what's going to happen, because England they have that choking ability on their side. Like, let's have a view of the comments. I predicted England before the tournament started, England versus Spain for the final. That looks a reality at the moment, but Spain will have a tough task. Sideline Italy, Neil Gandhar ka England. यार moderator रहो. Don't turn into a La Liga fan. An unbiased one who writes he's unbiased anyway. But the fact is, England are through to the semi-final, scoring 4 goals. So they have improved upon every game. Right. It seems like that, except that blemish against Scotland. The fact again, Ukraine, what does this result do for them? Does it take away all their journey into the quarters when everybody expected them to be the punching bags?
No, absolutely not. They got beaten by a better team on the night. The way I think they capitulated, Shevchenko might be disappointed, but it doesn't take away the fact that they played very well till this point. They got to the quarterfinals, which itself is an achievement, at least in my eyes. So definitely does not take away any of the credits. So I think they just get their only point from this point is that you can have just, you know, try to get better move. That'll be their target, because they don't want to be satisfied at this point. The World Cup's coming. I don't think they've qualified for it. So I think it'll be the next Euros again. They'll try to qualify for that and make this team even better. What
does this mean for Shevchenko? A lot of managerials may go down. Would we see people falling?
Right.
So do you see him at the Premier League very soon?
I don't. I think that he's a young manager. He's done a very good job with the team, and unless he gets a very, very good offer, I think that he's
more than
managing
an offer,
his own
is that
country.
A project.
Exactly. It's more than an offer and a project, that he's managing his own home country. That emotional factor is always there. So I don't see him moving unless it's like a crazy offer from some crazy club.
I don't think Shevchenko would be that crazy. We remember what happened with De Boer being the first to be sacked in 3 games.
Absolutely.
A game with a lot of hopes. But let's not divulge into that. Enjoyed thoroughly this stream. The quarterfinals are over. The lovely ladies from England celebrate their way on to the semi-finals. We'll meet Denmark to see who faces off in the final, either of between Spain or Italy. It was fun joining all of you. Do hit that like button as always. Aiming for 20 likes. So those of you who still not liked it, do hit that like button. Also aiming to hit 1500 subscribers on the way. So do smash the subscribe button. And if you want to hit your contributions, can do so in the numbers above. Do support the stream for all the sake of the 3 Lions. They're into the semis. Lovely scenes at the moment. With that, me and Savya, I'm your boy Neil, and this is my boy Savya. It's the other way around actually. I'll tell you the story later when I hit 10 subs. 10k subs, beg your pardon. So what's the story between me and him? With that, wishing you a very good night. See you on the semi-finals. Bye-bye for now. Cheers. Keep supporting, keep liking, and keep subscribing. Bye-bye. Stay tuned.
Bye.